Hello, and thank you for listening to a new episode of the Underground Treehouse Podcast, a podcast that discusses and reviews music of all genres. I'm 1/4 theater host Ruben. Joining me as always is Keenan.
What up?
Marcos.
Hi.
And Isaac.
Hello, hello.
And this week we're going to be reviewing the newest album by Lil Yachty, Let's Start Here, chosen by Isaac. But before we get into that, as always, we're going to be giving you our music recommendations of the week, as well as our local beer recommendation of the week. Marcos, start us off with music.
No, I don't have a fucking band.
Anybody else?
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, give me at least 30 seconds.
Skip.
Next.
Go ahead.
Keenan, let me know if you've heard of this band, because I've been listening to them a lot lately. They're called Defeater.
Yes.
Like kind of newer?
Huh?
Are they that kind of new band?
No, they're like mid 2000s.
Really? Well, they've been popping off for me lately, actually. What was this album? Yeah, their self-titled album, Defeater, 2019.
How did you find them on social media?
Discovery
Oh,
Weekly
okay.
came on, and they had this fucking crazy-ass fucking screamo song. You would like them, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
What's the song?
That album, Empty Days
No.
and Sleepless Nights, though, that album, so good. You gotta check that one
Yeah,
out.
I've been on Travels, and their self-titled one. Pretty good.
Nice.
Defeater. Go hard.
This week I found a video by Jasmine Beam. She just dropped it. It's an acoustic church session, and she does a cover of Teen Idol by Teen Idol, bro. Marina and the Diamonds. And holy shit, she kills that cover.
Yeah.
I mean, the song by itself, fucking love that song. But Jasmine's flavor, so good. The video itself is so sick. Like her outfit, the aesthetics in the church, like everything about it, the sound of it, everything sounds great. So check it out if you like the original song or if you fuck with Jasmine Beam. Check it out.
So, an artist we just reviewed recently was Poem, the French artist. Well, she just re-released the album Consolation, and it's called Lot 2 Consolation. And all it is she adds 4 new songs to the album.
Sick.
And one of them is RDV, and it's been on repeat since this came out, which was, I think it came out Friday. So the past couple days, that song RDV has been on repeat. And if you're still not familiar with her, go check out the podcast where we reviewed Consolation, and just check her out in general. Beautiful artist. Check it out.
Nice.
That's Pomme.
Yes.
Palm.
Yeah. If you listened to our review about 2 episodes ago, you would know that. But if you haven't, it's okay.
But it's okay. And she's looking like a baddie on the fucking cover. It's
Word.
like a reimagining of the first album cover, but she's wearing something a little more sultry, I would say, and just looking dope. Looking dope as always. Shout outs to her.
Hell yeah. All right, my recommendation of the week is going to be the newest EP from Fatboy Sharif and Roper Williams called Planet Unfaithful. Fatboy Sharif is a really unique MC. He kind of reminds me of like a Cool Keith. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard Cool Keith, but he's very like he's very awkward and like janky, but comes off super dope.
Like
That's-
Blueface.
Like who?
Blueface.
I haven't listened enough Blueface to know.
Oh.
But you've heard Cool Keith, right?
Yes.
Like Cool Keith is all he sounds like an alien or like a robot or something. That's exactly how Fatboy Sharif is, but he puts his own little cool twist on it. Roper Williams is a more than capable enough producer on his own right. You know, he can produce, you know, just your standard hip hop soulful beats really fucking well. But with this album specifically, he did a lot more like kind of moody, very eerie kind of sound. The whole vibe of this project is very like creaky, very moody and eerie. Like this is kind of in the same vein as like a Danny Brown Atrocity Exhibition or like a Cool Keith, more specifically with Fatboy Sharif. But if you heard Cool Keith, you kind of, you know, get the gist of that sound. This is one of the best things I've heard this year, and it might stay top 10. We'll see. But super excited for this. I hope you guys are too. If you like your music very obtuse and abstract, especially hip-hop, check this out. Okay, our local beer recommendation of the week is going to be one of the smoothest IPAs you can get in Albuquerque. It's going to be the River Walker IPA from Bosque Brewing. Off the can, the River Walker IPA. Few things are as uniquely New Mexico as our world-class IPAs. Riverwalker IPA starts with a light copper base of pale, caramel, and wheat malts, providing a medium-bodied backbone for our flagship IPA. And I just want to reference this right here off the can. It says, few things are as uniquely New Mexico as our world-class IPAs. Their location in Bernalillo is definitely uniquely New Mexico. And the reason why is because it's a big 2-story building. But, dog, if you get out on that fucking deck on the top story and look out the Sandias, man, you ain't getting that nowhere else, bro.
Bro, if you can get a good spot when the sun's setting and it's hitting those mountains,
It's always
man.
packed though.
It's always packed, so get there early.
yep.
Yeah, make sure you're a couple beers deep before the sunset hits. You know what I mean? Tip good. Of course, they have a couple more in town in Albuquerque. They have one on the west side next to
Cottonwood.
next to Conwood Mall, and then they have another one up in Nob Hill off of Girard. But we just thought that this Riverwalker IPA deserved its flowers because it is delicious, man. Thank you.
Especially off tap.
Did you say that after the last podcast? We were like, I know we say this every podcast, but it's so good off the tap.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm already half a can in.
Half a can? What's wrong with you? Get over here.
This boy's gonna start acting up.
I know. He has his shirt off already.
I know.
Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. Let's start here. Little Yachty. Isaac, what led you to this pick?
So, a little inside baseball here. You led me to this pick.
What?
So, essentially, I was kind of shit out of luck. I didn't know what to pick. I was kind of contemplating a bunch of stuff, but all of them released in 2022. So, I was like, no, I can't pick this, can't pick that, whatever. And then I was scrolling through recently released on YouTube or whatever, and saw the album cover, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not picking this bullshit, bro. And so then Ruben gives me a call a couple days later, and he's like, hey dog, what's your pick? And I was like, I don't even know. He's like, well, what about the Yachty one? And I was like, that shit looks terrible, like I do not want to pick that. And then he was like, well, it's kind of unique because X, Y, and Z, and we'll get into that. I was like, all right, fuck it. So I kind of just picked it just because, like, there was no real reason, but I'm kind of glad I did.
Word.
This shit's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why, I mean, honestly, the reason why I suggested this was because this is a psychedelic rock album.
Yep.
And I had seen some reviews on it. I wasn't, reading too much about it when it first released, but just the fact of Little Yachty releasing a fucking psych rock album, I was like, okay, come on, like what's going on? But the very few reviews I heard were like, this shit is actually good. So that's why I suggested to you, like, this actually might be interesting. So since you brought up the album artwork, I do want to talk about that real quick. It's like an AI generated image of like what I thought it
The
was
Renaissance.
like, what? What do you-
This shit is influential like the Renaissance.
I
bro.
guess
no.
so. But
Oh no.
Oh no.
but it's just like these AI generated figures and their faces are all contorted, and there's like some papers in the front. I took it as like a political type of thing, but I guess people are seeing it. I don't know why I didn't think of this when I first saw it, but people are seeing it as like a record executive kind of people and like signing contracts and shit like that. I don't know why I thought like presidential shit right away, but I saw it too. I was like, a psychedelic rock album by a hip hop artist with this album cover.
It's not the first time though.
Very political.
Very political. Yes. What's that?
It's not the first time a hip hop artist does psychedelic rock.
Who else has done psychedelic
What?
rock?
Give me a second. I know for sure.
Zach De La Rota.
What are you
Rota.
talking about? What do you?
I didn't say his name right.
That's what I'm saying.
Chalks.
Machine
Podcast
Gun
is
Kelly.
It's shocked.
That
That
was
shit
pop
is
punk.
not
No.
psychedelic.
Oh, yeah, it was pop
That's
punk.
pop
It was
punk.
pop punk. It was pop
Not
punk.
only has a hip hop artist never done a psych rock album before, I don't think a hip hop artist has ever done rock this fucking good. I think this is like something we've honestly never heard, because when you think, like, at least for me personally,
What about Body Count? Okay, sorry.
Body Count's cool. I like Body Count, but I mean, like how do I say this?
Or Tyler.
It's hard because psych rock is like a thing of the past. That's a dying genre. Like at least
Exactly.
rock's always gonna be there, but psych rock, like the only band who's making psych rock now is like King Gizzard.
Yeah,
Facts.
like that's
a
it.
little bit of
Facts.
Tame Impala. You know what I mean?
Early
Yeah.
Tame Impala, because that fool,
and
Yeah.
he was doing his own
they're like
electronic
psych
thing.
pop
You're right.
even. Like these long ass fucking chords and these fucking these pioneer sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no one's doing that shit
Yeah.
anymore.
Exactly.
And he fucking went in his bag straight from the 70s. Bro.
Holy shit.
Shit's crazy.
So
Bro,
yeah,
you got Sid Barrett on guitar, like,
I know.
do
for
it.
real.
Damn.
Wait, who's the chick that sang in the background of Great Gig in the Sky? I'm sure she's on this somewhere.
Oh,
God
bro.
damn,
Kate Bush.
man.
Bro,
Hey, shut the fuck
we hear Jefferson Airplane up in this bit.
for real. And I know we're kind of memeing right now, but you know, I really think, because I want to start this off by saying I definitely had my expectations with this, and I truly don't think rock and hip hop ever really go good together. We do have some instances where some hip hop artists do good rock, like as Body Count, and we have some instances where some rock does hip hop good. That's very rare, though. I honestly don't think I can name anything off the top of my head. I just feel like they don't ever mesh well. You know what I mean? Like they never do it right. Fucking Little Yachty. I'm not saying this is a 10 out of 10. I'm not saying anything like that, but he exceeded my expectations way farther than what I imagined on this. I love what he came out with this shit, man. I love what he created with this. What do you guys think?
I think it's because of his vocals, honestly.
I think it's
That's
not.
why you love it.
It's not just vocals, it's instrumentation.
It's, yeah.
Well, who's the producer behind it?
Let's
He
see.
he has a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
I'd say
people
he has a
behind
bunch
it.
of people, but no, like just that sound in the back, because his voice is something you really need to get used to if you're not familiar with him.
Is
Right.
Rick
Hey.
Rubin a part of this project?
Oh,
I don't know
he
about
has
that,
he
but
has so many people. There's so many people that are credited.
Yeah, but
Producers, bro, he has 11 plus producers. Like, there's so many.
Name them
people.
off.
I'm not gonna do that.
Well, it's only 11. Yeah, you could just check your Rick.
I don't
Rubin's
think
on
Rick
there.
Rubin
there's
is.
There's no Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin's not. But like what he did is he like, and that's how I could tell that this was like an actual like genuine attempt at psychedelic rock because
100%.
he recruited legitimate artists to produce this shit. You know what I mean? He produced dude from Tame Impala. He produced Mac DeMarco is on this shit.
Don't forget Alex G, dog.
Alex G is on this. Like, he actually got people who are embedded in that genre and recruited them for this project. That's how I know he didn't just half-heart this shit.
Right.
So I will say I wouldn't call this more like psych rock, just because there are psych rock influences in there, and I mean off the rip in the first track you hear it
Yeah.
with that guitar. But I got a lot of like funk. I got a
Yeah.
lot of funk.
I would say both, bro.
Yeah,
I could say both.
but I think
Yeah.
I think I did get more funk, that bass, that funky
Oh,
bass.
that
Yeah.
I think I got more
Heavy.
funk than psych rock throughout the entire album.
Right.
But obviously you hear the elements there. So to call it just a straight up like psych rock is a little too much for me.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, even like
It-
when we get later into the album, like we
yeah.
even get some like vaporwave kind of sounding shit.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think it's more of a psych rock, but I can see why like that just it's too much of like a blanketing statement because it
Yeah.
definitely kind of shifts between different genres. But
Even some some poppy 70 rock right there. Boom.
yeah.
Some glam rock.
What the?
Damn. Wait.
shout outs to Poison.
Hey,
Whoa.
I mean, they have
What-
Diana Gordon on this, singing her absolute tits off, bro.
Dude.
Literally the best feature on the entire project.
100%.
what over Tizo touchdown?
Yo,
Are you kidding
yo,
me?
that Tizo touchdown verse,
Tizo?
dog. Why do you guys hate that? That motherfucker
Oh,
flows like
we
a
will
straight.
get
Do you hate
into
it? Yes
it.
or no?
No,
We will-
Do you
I
like
don't
it?
hate it. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's kind. Yeah, I kind of like it, bro. I kinda
Air.
like it.
We'll get to it. His
Air.
delivery bothers me.
Oh my
I can
god,
see
what a
it.
fucking
But I
hater.
fucks
His
with-
fucking flow is straight up out of a fucking like Southern California fucking lowrider ass vibe,
Yeah,
dog.
it is.
Goes
It
hard.
is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Hard.
It is.
Hard.
Yeah, I don't
Hard.
Sock
no.
check. Let me see your socks right now.
I got ankle socks today.
Oh, you fucking lame.
Yeah. You're a rocker, huh?
You a rocker
You're a
fool?
rocker fool?
You're one of those rocker fools.
All right, let's dive into this. We've been talking too much shit.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we already
let-
dove into it, to be honest.
Let's we can start getting some of the tracks. So I think so we definitely kind of covered the tropes I think with this album in terms of psych rock, at least for me. You know, we have the real surreal kind of poppy or sounding forms of psych rock, and then we get the very sensual, overly sexual parts of psych rock, and then we get the very brooding, very like eerie, like dark,
Acid bathed.
exactly,
yeah.
parts of psych rock, and then you get the overly lovey-dovey parts of psych rock. I think this really kind of encapsulates the whole genre. And with these first couple tracks, really all the way up until Pretty, we get that more like bouncy kind of like more of like the hippie
The funk.
yeah, the funky kind of psych rock out of this, I think. What were your guys' first impression? Because the Black Seminole is it's actually the longest song on the album. It's right off the rip.
Well, he talks about equality and political issues off the rip. So
Does he?
yeah,
I
he
guess
says
he
some black.
kinda-
He says some ethnicity stuff.
Well, I guess I wonder if he is a Black Seminole, or if he's just saying that. But well, I mean the title itself is, I guess, somewhat of a political.
Yeah, I don't know too much about the verses, Isaac. I'm
Dude,
sorry,
you just
sorry,
said it's
verses.
fucking
Sorry,
political.
too much. I don't know too much about him, but I got the message behind it. But for me, it was the producing and the beat that really stuck out to me.
Well, what I got off this as far as lyrical, it's just him talking shit.
Yeah.
It's like this is the biggest, braggadocious song on the whole album, and I think it's pretty cool to start off an album like that, But like this sound was like, oh shit, like he's really giving us this rock shit, man. I did not
Bro,
expect
He
this.
gave us Pink Floyd right off the rip.
Pink Floyd.
He
That's
gave us
literally
Pink
what it
Floyd
is.
I
off the
literally,
rip.
yeah, I literally have that. I started off with a bang.
Oh,
sure.
Yo, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This was the perfect way to start this album off.
And see, I feel like this is the most psych rock song on the album.
Think so?
Yeah, with the guitar. There is another song where he has that same guitar sound again. But I think for me this was the most like psych rock.
Right.
It's
That we get.
It's the most faithful to its roots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Just to add on to what Marcos was saying, it really does start off with a bang. I love the way this album starts, like so braggadocious and so he has that hip hop swagger.
Yeah.
But then with those fucking wailing guitars and fucking that just absolutely dripping instrumental, like it very much is like a very nice blend of both, I would say.
100%.
Even though I can't stand his literal voice, like sonically, like come on, bro, like
Tough.
it's tough. Like I fuck with Yachty, but like I don't know, it's kind of hard like getting into that psych rock vibe with his fucking auto tune, and that's kind of like a complaint that I'm gonna say now because I feel that way about almost all
That's for the whole album.
the whole album. Bro.
Oh.
I kind of get annoyed by his voice.
No, I'm on his side too. It's the
What?
fact that every goddamn song he writes, I think there's maybe one song where he changes up his flow and he kind of starts to rap a little bit. But
Ooh, I got you on that one.
Yeah,
Um,
I think we know.
Yeah, I got you on that one.
other than that, it does get extremely repetitive, and every song. That's what makes every fucking song sound like Poland to me. But
Jesus.
So off the rip, the first couple listens, his voice is hard to get used to because it sounds a little forced because he is stepping out of his lane, and so I did get a little annoyed, but after I started to really listen to the album, I could put up with it. Even his like vocal like rolling or whatever
Yeah.
that's called. I actually really appreciate that.
see, it's not the fact that I really appreciate it; is I got used to it, so I'm just like whatever. This is
See,
whatever.
and
to
I'm
me.
not very familiar with Yachty. I only know like his popular
Biggest
songs.
hits,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. And so this was like my full Yachty project.
But so let's take a step back,
Oh.
like really quick, because I just the thought just came into my head. If what me and you are saying is a complaint, right? Because he's not rapping enough, then that takes the whole spiel of it being a psychedelic rock album. His interpretation kind of off, right? Like we expect him to rap, but
Right.
he's
It's
not going to
it's
do
not a
that.
hip hop project.
Yeah. So boom. So actually, I'm okay with it then. I
We
didn't
got
think
the
about
point,
that.
Keenan.
Hell
We
yeah.
got the point.
Yeah, I got the point. I got the point.
That's crazy. I actually thought he was perfect on everything. There's some instances here and there, my favorite song even included, where I'm like, oh, okay, you might be doing a little too much on this.
There's
But
you get that throughout the entire album.
Yeah, but I think for the feel of the album, I thought the auto-tune fit perfectly. And while it's not as obtuse as this, I got some big, like, Black Moss Super Rainbow vibes on this. Just, like,
yup.
super reverb, hella auto-tuned, and it fits directly into this very surreal soundscape. So I liked his vocal performance on pretty much every track. And then real quick before we move on from this, that's why I shouted out Great Gig in the Sky, because I love that last like minute and a half where it's just that chick wailing in the background.
Yes.
That's hella Pink Floyd right there,
Yeah.
dude. That shit
Yeah.
was sick. And then from there, I guess we could just kind of bunch up the Ride, Running Out of Time, and Pretty. Okay, so on to the Ride. What's your gripe? What's your gripe, Keenan, with
Oh man, his featured Tizo touchdown. He has a verse in there. It's just the way he delivers it. Like Marco said, it's like some, what'd you say? California in the fucking in your lowrider.
Yeah, dude. That
Bro.
goes hard. I don't give a fuck what he says.
Oh,
That shit, just the
don't give a
flow,
fuck
just
what
the flow of his delivery just overcomes his fucking lyrics. I don't give a fuck.
okay. I mean, it's
Okay.
okay.
It's stuck because right now, right before we came out here to come to this podcast, you knew every fucking word.
I do because it's that annoying.
It worked though.
Bro.
That's
yeah,
the point.
it worked.
No.
it's an earworm for
yeah,
sure.
it is.
Easy, and you're able to rap to it in the club.
Got an earworm.
They ain't playing this shit in the club.
You don't know.
What the fuck?
You don't know.
Everyone's all dancing, and all of a sudden they just all heroined out, just
For real.
nodding out, bro.
That's
No.
my kind of club, baby. What's up, baby?
Damn.
Oh, my zombies.
So-
at?
The song is catchy as hell.
It's
It's
catchy,
catchy as hell. But it's just
Catchy
that
as hell.
it's literally just that verse that just like it just annoys me. And the part that just annoys me is when he says V as in void, and then he goes, speaking of void, I may avoid. Like when he said it, like
That's so sick. Bars.
And then and then right after,
Bars.
that doesn't work. Is unemployed. Now I'm annoyed. Like,
Bars.
Bro.
Bars. That's some fucking fourth grade bars for you,
Bro,
dog. How can
all
you get
of
mad
the
at
things I once enjoyed doesn't bring joy. It just bring the noise.
he has the
Copyright.
He has
Hard.
the credits
That
down
was
and
so-
everything,
Cancel
dude.
us.
That was so perfect. You gotta
Hard.
copyright it, dog.
Bro.
We're fucked.
that? Hard.
That's it. That's the only gripe I have with this song. It's just
Oh,
that
okay.
verse. It's just the delivery
Oh,
of it.
you're
whatever.
wrong.
Oh,
I am
law.
wrong. But
What was that
imagine.
him on the verse prior to this too? Because he was the only feature on this, right?
no,
on
so
this
before
song?
Yeah, on
I
this
thought
song.
Daniel Caesar had a.
So the
oh,
Daniel
verse-
Caesar,
oh,
that's the
sorry.
last song. bro.
Sorry, I
Hey,
thought you were
spoiler
like. I
alert.
thought you said this is the only feature
Oh.
off the album.
Oh
I'm
no
like,
no
what?
no! Just
no,
on this
so
song.
yes, the verse. Yes, he has the
Okay.
Tizo has the first verse, and then it's the chorus, which is Lil Yachty, and then the post-chorus Lil Yachty, and then it goes into that second verse.
I got you.
Just real quick, I didn't gas you up when you said this, but yes, the last minute and a half of the first track, bro, with Diana Gordon holding that fucking long ass note,
Oh
bro.
my god,
Fuck.
she's so perfect, dude.
Okay,
God
sorry for
damn it.
yelling. Anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
I fucking love the end of that first track.
I'm
what were
pretty-
we going for though?
I'm pretty much grouping up the Ride, Running Out of Time, and Pretty together. So I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
we
okay,
could
so-
really talk about anything with those, but
I'm gonna go crazy on running out of time.
I already
Okay,
know.
First of all, let me start off. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. I
Hold
can't
on,
understand
hold on.
it.
Just the ride, just real quick. I love
Oh.
the lyrics when he says, "All these things I once enjoyed doesn't bring me joy, just brings me noise." Like, oh man, like I've been dealing with a lot of that shit lately too. Of like just growing out of shit that I once enjoyed and kind of just growing up, I guess. And
Mhm.
I don't know, hearing this on a fucking Lil Yachty psych rock album, I don't know, it just hit for some reason. I don't know. And I know, Keenan, you hate fucking Tizo, but or at least on this song.
It's just that second verse.
Yeah,
the
that's
first
fair.
verse, I like. It's
Yeah.
just that second
Yeah.
verse.
I love their voice on it. Like sonically, I think their voice sounds so sick. And it's, I don't know, it's Tizo, bro. Like it just they're so experimental on their own that I really fuck with them. So I was happy to see them on such a big album like
Right.
this. I'm glad Lil Yachty kind of gave them the shout.
100%. And I do think I never thought I would want to hear "Baby Bust It Open" for me on a psych rock song,
Oh.
but hey, I'll fucking tell you that shit was nice.
Nice as hell.
Bro, and then the intro to Pretty.
Oh, bust his pussy open or whatever she says.
we'll get
That
to that.
that
but
was
damn.
kind of that was kind of jarring.
It
Like with
was.
everything we've got, like So then the track before that is Running Out of Time, which is funky as hell.
That
This is
bass line at the
funkiest
start?
shit. 100%. So then you have like these 3 like very surreal, funky ass songs, and then the 4th just busts his pussy open like,
Yeah.
whoa, oh my god.
Okay, take it back to Running Out of Time.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys, we haven't talked about that yet, right?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
we
got
gonna jump
ahead.
in.
My bad. Go
We
for
gonna
it.
jump in.
My gripe with this song is that I didn't understand a word of what he was singing with his auto-tune ass voice, but the instrumentals and the sound is fucking clean.
This one had like hella reverb. I felt like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's why I like it. I feel like for lack of a better word, I feel like this album was just meant to be a vibe. And I felt like his delivery and his approach to these songs was very much like, I want something that's going to sound smooth. Like what I'm saying maybe doesn't necessarily mean as much. Maybe on some songs. It's going to mean more on some songs as opposed to others. And I feel like Running Out of Time, since it's so funky and just so groovy, I feel like this one was mainly used like, let me just put some nice, smooth vocals on it. Let me make
Yup.
something that's catchy, and then that's all I need. So I get where you're coming from, but yeah.
To go back to what Isaac said, that funky bass intro and his tone is just so catchy throughout the entire song. It literally is my favorite song. Just the way he delivers it. The lyrics are a little
Yeah.
the lyrics are, but like you said, he just wants to put something smooth down over a nice ass beat. I'll take it. The best song on the album.
Damn.
I'm gonna say it now.
3 tracks in.
We're 3 tracks in, son. But you said it perfect too, Ruben. This album is just a vibe. But this track, this is the one that sticks out to me the most. Just as a vibe wise, just throw it on. It's just shake your head.
Yeah. Just vibe. That's
Just
it.
bop to
Just
it.
Vibe, baby.
It's so
That's it.
good.
Does anybody know what that wobbly key sound is?
No.
Dog. That shit got me helicoptering myself, bro. That shit is so sick, bro.
Jesus.
That is so sick.
Standing in front of the mirror, watch it, girl.
Like one of those door stoppers that go.
That was you?
That's
Hell yeah.
Damn. So, sorry, is that all you want to say about that song? Okay. What do you guys think about Pretty? I don't think I like this song.
It sounds like Yoshi.
What?
He sounds like Yoshi singing in this fucking song.
I can kind of, yeah, I
So
can see it.
in this one, I feel like this is the first time we got like that his signature like wavy vocals.
Right.
This is the first time you really hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Wavy
that's
vocals.
a good comparison, honestly.
Really, Yoshi. Do it. Do it.
That was perfect.
Do it. Do it.
I can't, dog. What are you
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
can. You feel you,
Rub your larynx, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's
Is
literally
that
tripping.
what
do.
it is? Or your trachea? Oh, fucking.
jack
Show
your
us.
throat off.
Show us. You say jack your throat off?
God damn.
you know, like the Rock and the Rundown.
Yeah.
God damn. So the only thing I like about this song is the feature, who is Fushi.
Yeah, Fouché, something
Yeah,
like that.
bro.
I do-
She is hard, bro. Like
her voice is nice.
Her original shit by herself is fucking dope.
And I wanted to bring up, I feel like in every single Yachty song I've heard, he's always saying that he's so pretty. Is there something behind that?
Dog.
He's a pretty
I don't know.
motherfucker like ASAP Rocky, dog.
I
No. Have you seen his grills?
Motherfucker.
He
Have
got,
you seen
he
his
got some
grills?
nice grills.
He has some nice grills.
Some nice
He does,
grills.
bro.
He has some.
But I feel like every Yachty song I ever hear, it's always him saying, "I'm so pretty."
Hey,
I
know
feel
your
so
worth,
pretty.
King.
Yeah.
Know your
go.
worth.
Okay, that's cool.
Hey, we
I'm
can't
just
we can't
saying.
always be rugged ass men. Sometimes we want to be pretty.
Yeah,
guys.
I wear
you
deodorant.
right. I'm just saying. I hope you did, dog. You're sitting over here shirtless.
Oh,
It's hot.
it's fucking February. Why is it so hot right now? God
know, right?
damn it.
Recycle. So we don't have to be all hot.
Drink
Facts.
liquid death.
Yes.
There you go.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, for real. They
But
sponsor
then
everyone.
recycle your cans.
Yeah.
Don't just trash
Yo,
them.
we honestly, hey, yo, low key, we honestly should. They do sponsor a lot of hardcore kids. Or
Oh.
bands, sorry.
Oh.
They do. I swear to God, they do.
They can sponsor the first hardcore pod.
They don't.
we're far from
It's
them.
hard lore that they sponsor.
Oh,
No, so I just feel like overall you just kind of get some OG Yachty. You got his vocals for the first time, and then you got the references like the "I'm So Pretty" references.
right.
So that was just cool to see. But other than that,
This is the first song that really brought up to my head. Yo, this sounds exactly like Poland. To be honest, it was this song,
Yeah.
Like what?
like Poland.
Oh, Poland.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
vocals, like really, like yo, they're trying to
Oh,
interpret
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I just have written here Love the self-love, but holy shit, Yachty calling himself sexy for 5 minutes straight is so fucking funny.
Bro, yeah.
But fucking know your worth, King. Shout song about your significant other and how y'all always be there for each
Grabbing
other.
her.
Bro.
I already know he's gonna say it. You
What?
gotta say it.
What?
Grabbing her titties.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
no,
It was
no,
such
no,
a
no.
bro.
No, I
it
know.
was-
But I was gonna say, warm you up when it's cold. You call me bestie. Don't test me. I'm too sexy.
Read this, Keenan. Read the. I'll read
All
the
right.
lyrics and you read the annotation, okay? Fuck, hold on.
This fool is trying to.
He's
Hold
fucking
on. This shit is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
project your voice into the mic.
No, I'm just gonna.
You know you could take the mic with you, right?
I can't. I literally can't.
Oh shit, you fucked
Yeah,
him.
he's locked in, bro.
You fucked him.
Okay, so this man says, "Woke up on the right side. I feel so pretty. Kiss my girl on her thighs. Grab on her titties."
And the annotation
Ooh,
for
dude, that combo right there is undefeated. I swear to God.
The annotation for that is Yachty is referencing the fact that he is indeed a virgin and hallucinating having sex with his girlfriend very often. Oof, I'm a thumbs up that. That's fucked.
That's fucked up.
That's it's
Damn.
fucked up and it's not true. It's a fucking Shafa ass annotation, bro.
I know. Why are they throwing shots at him on his annotation?
Bro, the comment to that annotation is on God.
This
no.
fool spitting.
Oh, I got a thumbs up that too.
Relax, jeez.
Damn.
Mean as hell.
Mean as hell for no reason.
They be
Catch
giving
him
Lil,
strays
yeah,
on
they
his
be
own
they be giving
genius.
Lil Yachty some slack, bro. Deserved, but you know.
Deserve.
So right here, so also in the Ingenious says this song brings back the wavy vocals from the Poland single. The effects are
Oh,
mainly
oh,
used on
there
the
you
chorus, but some
Let's
can
go.
be heard on the "I'm so damn pretty" lines.
Told you guys.
Shout out Marcus.
And I
from the
haven't even
Valley.
looked up the annotations or anything like that.
Man, you
Boy.
too nice with it.
So
I have
then-
an ear. Is what
so-
my mom told me.
So I mean, I know we're going track for track right now, but
No, we could jump wherever.
well,
And we can't.
we should probably hit the next track still because it's the only instrumental.
Oh no, I want it. Definitely
You
want
guys want to talk about the
it.
skit?
Oh, failure?
Yeah, because we're talking about Mac DeMarco and Alex G, dog.
Who gives a
Word.
fuck about that fool? You called that fool a fish.
That fool is a fish.
Oh, do you care about talking about him? You called that fool a
He
fish.
said it
Because
to his face.
To his face, I shared a cigarette with him, and I said, "Fool, you look like a fish."
You look like that fool off of Big Mouth.
What?
Oh. That movie.
The cartoon?
The show?
Oh no, I was talking about the movie with Will Smith.
Oh,
the fish
I don't,
movie?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Y'all know the fish movie.
Nah, you tripping?
Yeah.
Shark Tale?
Shark Tale.
Shark
yeah.
Tale.
He said Big Mouth.
You said Big Mouth.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I'm drunk. You don't listen to me.
It's
Bro,
fucking-
this fool's drunk at 4:24 on a fucking Sunday afternoon.
And I have my shirt off.
Word.
Like
So-
a true New Mexican.
So I do like the message he's going with this, and I think
Yeah.
failure, the concept, definitely fits in with like the themes and the vibes of the album. But I like the way the examples he's giving, the way he's giving it off. It just doesn't sound genuine.
It's so surface level and it's so it's like corny as fuck. And then on top of it, it's one of like the richest, most hottest rappers right now telling us, man, money ain't everything, y'all. Man,
Yeah.
do you really need all 10 fingers, dog?
He has like 20 grills. What are you talking about?
Exactly. And then he's like, well, if somebody breaks in and steals my shit, well, they probably need. Well, okay, yeah, it's easier for you to say that, you fucking millionaire, bro. I'd be pissed if somebody stole my records. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
so like right away, there's lurking here. Literally, this is how he says it. But I think like it's up to me to fix or deal with them. You know? And it's like, stop. What?
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, or like you said, appreciate the energy behind it. Love that, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think all of us can agree that we could probably use a little bit of, you know, stepping back and it's not being so fucking, you know, self-absorbed, you know? But fuck, dude.
It just comes off as tone deaf.
It's
Yeah,
so
like-
it's like when everybody was singing
Yeah, but it's kind of
Imagine at the beginning of the pandemic,
for
bro.
COVID.
Like, they're like, oh no, let's all be together while we're in our fucking 500
So-
room mansions.
So
while
think
we're
about it though.
fucking
Think about
dying.
it. Think about it. If you're Lil Yachty, it's even not even Lil Yachty. If you have that kind of amount of money, it's kind of hard to perceive that or to say a message like that without getting that kind of reaction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I think, like, you could give an example that's maybe a little bit more relatable to like the commoners, you know, like
because he. So
over here.
I'm saying this.
Bread, bro.
I'm saying this because he was a high school. He never intentionally tried to rap. He just took off.
True.
right, because he
Was
just
a
did it.
scammer?
Oh,
I don't know if he was a scammer, but
whoa.
I remember he was just like a regular high school kid doing this for shits and giggles.
Yeah, he started in his college dorm just doing it for fun.
Oh, that's
So,
fucking
yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Love that.
So I mean, maybe he's just not mature enough to put out like a really understanding thought. But it's not that he doesn't understand.
Maybe it's just
Right,
too much
no, I'm-
LSD.
Like I'm
It's
sure.
too much, way
too
too
much
much
LSD.
LSD.
Yeah.
Well-
Or lean.
Or lean.
Cometine, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the message behind it is very good, and I think like failure is definitely something like what you were saying, Isaac. Like just take a step back and kind of like do some self-reflecting and stuff. Like like I mean, failure is one of the key components to success, and like he says at the end, just keep trying. You never know when you're close to reaching
Love
it.
that. I love
That
that.
was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, super cool, but it's just those fucking examples in the middle. That's
Yeah,
just like,
bro.
what are you talking about,
Yeah,
dog?
bro.
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about, bro?
I can't. I'm gonna have to disagree with you guys on that. To be honest, I have
That's
to.
fine.
You feel motivated after
because
this?
you so
It's
much.
not motivated, but it's just like it's cool. It's cool that he's trying to put out the message like that. Like it's
Yeah.
hard, when you have that when you're that successful, it's kind of hard to relate to everyone.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah,
no matter what
you're
you say,
right.
no matter
And
what
he
you say,
doesn't even have to say shit like that.
he
You know what
doesn't.
I mean?
So that's my point. Is he doesn't have to say shit like that. There's Kim Kardashian, which you just work, get a job.
Yeah,
It-
that is true.
I will 100% is like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
you're all right. Well, hold on.
Well, no, I think we can agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least he's putting out at least somewhat kind of hard examples. But when you're at that position, it's kind of hard to find a perfect example.
At least he's
to
trying to be
relate
genuine.
to. Yeah, at least he's trying to be genuine.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. I got you guys.
It's just cool because all of this is being said over Mac DeMarco and Alex G.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
exactly.
I'll
Exactly.
take that.
That's cool.
So, I mean, Mac DeMarco, cool. But to include Alex G, that fool's a myth.
For
fool's
real.
a myth.
Hell yeah.
So then after failure, if you guys don't mind, I mean, we can kind of group the next three into the same pot again. The Zone, We Saw the Sun, and Drive Me Crazy.
And I
I-
would throw I've officially lost vision. I think
I'm-
Lost Vision and Drive Me Crazy are like together.
They're definitely together, but I think there's a very distinct tone shift between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
I would concur.
yeah, and I like these three tracks. I really like We Saw the Sun. I love that song, bro. And then Drive Me Crazy with Diana Gordon. Holy shit. Like, Drive Me Crazy, the whole duet style between her and Yachty is dope. But I do think that the zone into We Saw the Sun kind of meanders a little bit. It didn't completely lose my attention, but I kind of felt myself fading away from it. And it definitely picks up with I've officially lost my vision and then thereon. But I think we kind of hit a little muddy spot in the middle. Not super crazy, but it just didn't keep me as engaged until we hit Drive Me Crazy.
I think the transition between
insane.
the Zone and We Saw the Sun is perfect.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
real quick, I love
Perfect.
that like most of the tracks bleed into one
Yeah.
another, so it feels like
Yes.
just one big like project. It's well, I
Oh,
mean,
God,
obviously,
I
it
don't-
is, but, like one big song. It's
Yeah.
so sick.
I don't even know if you could say bleed. They just like it's a puzzle piece, man. They're like fucking
It's so
Facts.
nice.
it's so
It's
good.
nice.
The way they transition into one another is so good.
Hell yeah.
100%.
We'll get back. We're gonna not to jump ahead, but Paint the Sky to Should I Be?
Oh,
It's
my
one track.
God. It pretty much
It's
It
one
is.
is.
track.
It is. It's
And
perfect.
honestly, you could even say something into Paint the Sky into Should I Be.
Yup.
It's like those three
Yup.
together.
So I'll give Yachty something that a lot of albums don't do. Like, there's a lot of albums that try to do this, right? Like, pick up where the last track left off. But I could not tell the difference. I could not tell the difference whatsoever.
Exactly.
And so going back to the Zone. Oh, we haven't said this yet. The beats on a lot of this, a lot of these tracks remind me of like Flower Boy, Tyler.
Oh, I
Like
can see
Tyler
that.
They
was-
kind of do. They
Yeah.
kind
Just
of
that
do, yeah.
funky.
Indie kind of.
Yeah.
It does it better, though, I feel like.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You
like,
know what?
I wasn't the biggest fan of Flower Boy.
I'll
but
agree with you.
It does it better.
I'll agree with you. And it's funny because Tyler's a huge Tame Impala fan.
Yup.
So,
So what's cool about the Zone is we get that psych rock guitar that we got from Black Seminole in track 1, and other than that, I'm not really listening to this song.
I got you.
I don't think it loses interest. I don't lose interest here in these next 3 tracks.
okay.
The Zone, yes, but We Saw the Sun and Drive Me Crazy are probably two of my other favorite tracks
Wow.
off this album. We Saw the Sun is it's my other top track. His voice, again, just catchy as hell. The way he delivers it is perfect. Has one of my favorite annotations in the entire album.
What does it say?
Bro,
is
during the bridge, you click the annotation, it just says, I am ascending. Which is perfect.
the
'Cause that's when
fuck?
he's doing the wavy roll, like vocal roll. And it's just, I am ascending. And
I've been
then,
using that word a lot lately too.
and then also one of the best comments,
Oh
one
no.
of the best comments said, this dude brought back Bob Ross for a feature. He a real one for that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
That
that.
shit's iconic.
'Cause
Bob
I'll-
Ross is such a good like little snippet to throw
Yeah.
in this album.
And you couldn't do it any better than how he did.
Facts.
It's so
Like from just putting him on there in general, the sound of it, like the way they cook it into the beat, and then what he's saying, bro. Like just Bob Ross's message on it, and then the way it like fits in with the whole album.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Love that.
And
shit.
then also the guitar tone in this song is one of my favorites. Very like Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Very Tame Impala.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I agree with that for sure. And like you said, I do agree because it falls back into like that whole like self-realization and stepping back because his message is pretty much just saying like don't overthink, just do, you know, because what is he saying, like I don't overthink my paintings, I
Yeah,
just do
like,
them.
He's
And
just free flowing like a painter. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's like, let's just put a little tree right here. You know,
Yeah.
let's just put a little
It's not a
cloud
mistake.
right
It says
here.
let it
It's a
happen.
new it's a new tree.
He just says let
There
it
you go.
happen. I would spend sometimes weeks just working on a picture, drawing it out, getting all the little sketches and stuff. Just let it happen.
exactly.
Just let it happen, bro. Let it flow. Let it flow.
You're good? You know what you say?
How
Okay.
dare you? You got nothing to say about the best track on the fucking
Drive Me
album.
Crazy is the best track.
It is one of the best tracks.
It's the
You're tripping.
Drive Me Crazy is insane.
It's the-
I like that duet is
Yeah.
fucking so sick.
dude.
Oh,
Lead us
what?
off.
Tell what you got.
Talk that shit.
What
Come
you
on,
gotta say?
bitch. I'm making sure I'm on the right page.
Fuck you, call him bitch.
Sorry. So,
Sorry.
Drive Me Crazy, I think this is like the first time out of the whole album where I love his monotone as vocals. I think this is a song too where he kind of just doesn't really sing. Like he has like a flow to his singing where he seems like he's kind of about to rap, isn't he? Right?
Yeah, this one is definitely more like upbeat, and it's very like, you know, he has a pep in his step almost. Like it-
Perfectly put.
Yeah.
He has like a little more pep in his step when he fucking on his verse, and I love that. Even though it's monotone to shit, but it's fucking like it's like fucking good, bro. It's so good.
So his last verse, the outro, that's when he has a flow.
right.
So that one, is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah.
Because he does have a flow like on that outro.
I think he has another flow before that, but
Okay.
when we get to it, we'll get to it. So then that goes into I've officially lost my vision, which is like the first huge outlier in terms of sound and in terms of like lyrical content. This one, you get this crazy ass like gong fucking sound in the beginning, and
an-
this shit like delves into chaos, bro. This shit is evil sounding almost.
This has an old vintage song in the beginning, doesn't it?
A what?
Like an old vintage song in the beginning?
An
Uh,
old vintage song.
Yeah.
Like a sample or?
Sample, I think so.
Oh.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's a sample.
Oh, I
think
don't know.
so.
I don't know if it is or not. I know it has kind of like that record, like scratching kind of, not
Fuzz.
scratching. Yeah, the fuzz. It has a fuzz kind of sound to it. I don't know about a sample.
It's very Skinamarink.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it is. No, that intro is like a little suspenseful though, because it's like a build
oh
up.
yeah.
It is
And
a
then
build.
it
I have it right
stops.
here. Boom.
Yeah, there's something there. I don't
Such
know
a
if it's
huge
sample.
build. Yeah, I don't know if it's a sample either, but just yeah.
Yeah.
Such a huge build up though.
It works really well, and I think it's a cool switch up because this one is all about, because everything we've got up to this point is, you know, fairly positive. There's a couple negatives here and there, but
Lots of
everything
relationship shit.
exactly, but everything has been shown in a like very positive, bright light. Whereas this song, he's just talking about like I've been spiraling. He's talking about addictions and like, and then the sound just reflects that message. Like this was a super cool switch up,
Yep.
and it comes right in the middle of the track list, you know. So
Yep.
it's like a good divide, I think.
It's like if the first half was like the sun, this half is the moon.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I got you. I got you.
And then the title of the track reflects the lyrics because he's saying, I've officially lost my vision. And that could be like a double entendre on like losing sight of his future prospects because he's done too many drugs. And now he's like,
Ooh.
you know what I mean? The drug addiction and how it causes you to lose sight of what's really important to you.
Right.
I wouldn't even doubt it. That fool had like a fucking quadruple entendre in fucking Poland.
Yeah, for real.
Facts, bro.
Facts.
I mean, he really did take the walk. And Diana Gordon, hard carrying yet again, bro.
She's so sick, bro. Honestly, makes me want to listen to her even fucking more. She's
Literally.
so
You
sick.
need to. I'm telling you.
Literally.
Ever since I
I'm not
heard her
gonna
on.
know.
Okay, well.
I'm not no more, just because you said.
I've been trying to tell you guys since I heard her collab with Eve's Tumor. I'm like, Diana Gordon is it, and she's ghost row for Beyonce. She like her like how you say Lil Yachty's DNA is on everything. Diana Gordon's DNA is on everything, bro.
Really?
She's
Huh.
fucking. She's
What's her
legit,
name?
bro.
What's her name again?
Diana Gordon.
Diana
Gordon,
Gordon.
okay.
Yes.
I'm being serious, bro. I'm already all fucking buzzing. I have to go to a party after this. Yeah, I had 2 IBAs. Give me another one.
I know we did this shit before Super Bowl. This might have been a mistake.
That shit started. Let's go.
Oh, I'm
Let's
scared.
go. Anybody else? Anybody else
I'm
have anything
good.
to say about
Let's
this?
go. Let's go into the fallout of
You
this album.
You have anything to say about this track?
No.
Okay.
Into the
I just
So I
fallout.
did have
lyrics
something to
on-
say about Drive Me Crazy still.
Well, say it then.
Bro, you just kind of skipped over it. I
Was
thought
I?
people were. I thought we were gonna talk about it.
I did. I was the last one to talk about it
What is
because
that?
I
Me
thought y'all were
crazy?
skipping over
Yeah.
me.
Go ahead and go back. Just say.
Just go ahead.
Oh
yeah.
no,
Go back.
because it was. They have one of my favorite lines in Drive Me Crazy.
Say it.
Say it.
Good love feels like butterflies suffocating your insides.
That is like one of my favorite lyrics on this record.
Definitely. And he like I like the way he portrays love in a lot of this album. You know, just like that pure passionate type of love.
Yeah, that raw love.
That raw love
That real like,
from the fucking pit, bro.
You would.
down in your corazon.
You would assume. You would assume he's falling in love.
he might be.
Might be.
And that leads us perfectly into the next track, Say Something, which this is the best song. Oh, I love
Got
this
me
song
feeling
so
like a
much.
teen again, love.
Bro, our energies align inside of your pond. I love that.
The way he carries out Pond.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god,
cut
with
that.
this fucking.
Cut it. Cut that.
Don't
I
cut
thought
that.
I did good.
Yeah,
What
I
the
think
fuck?
you did good. You did good. You did good. You did good.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? But like I was saying earlier, like we kind of hit the tropes of psych rock. Like this is definitely like the overly passionate love type of song, at least to me. I know we've got it in
yeah.
previous tracks, but man, and then like we referenced earlier, Say Something, Into Paint the Sky, Into Should I Be is just an insane 3-track run, bro. Say Something, I can't say enough about it. This track is so fucking good, insanely catchy. The mixing on the whole album is incredible, but the mixing incredible, but the mixing on this song specifically, the drums are super crisp and oh my, I can't say enough about this song. But then we get into Paint the Sky, which is like I said, that kind of like vaporwave, almost like vapor pop kind of sound. Oh, I love that shit. It's like some Kaczynski, almost like M83 type of shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's so funny because going into Should I Be from Paint the Sky, I got very like Empire of the Sun sound.
Oh shit.
So
Wow.
yeah, like that M83 Kaczynski.
Yeah.
So that's funny that you said that because I literally have it right here. Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like some Empire of the Sun inspiration.
100%. But yeah, I absolutely love these tracks. What do you guys think about these three?
I think they're like how you said, a good 3-track fucking run.
Yeah.
Solid.
Absolutely. And like how you were saying where like you couldn't tell the difference between each
Dude.
song, that's how these three are.
Yeah.
These three might as well just be one big ass track and it flows perfectly.
But I kind of like it that there's 3 different tracks because it really puts like you have to have some skill, right? To
100%.
to make it everything flow together and have the listener be like, okay, this is one fucking track.
Exactly.
Nope.
So in Say Something, I didn't get. This is the first track I didn't get no like psych rock at all. Not even like
Yeah.
in the instruments or anything. I
That
mean,
makes
maybe
sense.
in the lyrics, probably like you said, it's that lovey-dovey psych rock. But other than that, I didn't really get much. So this one stuck out because of that.
Yeah.
So it was a little different sounding than the rest of the album from what we've been getting.
Right.
But perfect song nonetheless. The keyboard during the outro, how are you gonna tease us like that? You got the keyboard and the drums, and then he just stops it, and it sounds like he's putting in a cassette or like taking the cassette
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
And I'm like, why? That was so good.
Oh yeah, and then he has a little I paint the sky for you, baby. You just gotta tell it like that, brother. He just had this fucking little outro. That shit is so funny. Real quick, I'm so sorry. I referenced it earlier. His highs when he's singing that like I need your love. That was actually pretty bad. I do not like that. But
Really?
yeah, I don't like how it has that quick break, because I know we were talking about how you guys weren't super hot on his vocal delivery. That's one of the instances where I do not like it, and it sucks because it's my favorite track. But yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you. But
No, you're good. But again, perfectly leads into Paint the Sky, which was written by Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez.
yeah,
Tory Lanez.
Ain't
What?
no way,
Yup,
bro.
Tory Lanez
It
helped
was.
write this song.
What?
Tory Lanez does have bars though.
Bro.
So
yeah.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
Well, what do you mean?
he's locked up. We ain't gonna get no more.
Man, my feet hurt when you said that.
bro, this song's just. I like the lyric. I like the lyrics from this song, "Paint the Sky," because it kind of just shows how like vulnerable he is and how he's willing to do anything for the person that he loves. And he's just trying to get that love and affection from this person, and I really like that. And then so going into "Should I Be," it just completely wraps up these 3 tracks.
A fucking banger
Should I Be is a banger, dude.
to
And-
fucking knock it out of the park with a 3-track run.
100%.
And just make sure you don't separate the two, because "Paint the Sky" perfectly leads into "Should I Be."
Yeah.
I thought they were the same song.
So I was gonna say this earlier.
Exactly.
I was gonna say this earlier too, because he does that a lot. I think this is probably one of the albums that we reviewed that where the transitioning is so perfect that it's amazing listening it from track 1 to the last track, because I feel like this day and age people just pick out their favorite songs.
Right.
I feel like this album should be one of the albums you listen to from front to back
I agree.
first, right?
I agree. Yeah.
No, yeah. And just again, these 3 tracks, you got the cute ass "Say Something" song, which leads into like "Paint the Sky," where you're like trying to get them to love you back, and then you got "Should I Be." It's just like, well, am I the problem? So it's like, fuck. Perfect 3 little track run there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For these 3 songs to be like boom, 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 fucking hitters, bro, and then you have 2 more songs after that that are also hit. Bro, this fool is like the king of like consecutive songs that just flow into. I know we've already said that, but like I cannot stress enough how fucking clean that is. Paint the Sky, so catchy. The hook goes absolutely stupid crazy. Pop banger. Makes you want to do the Scarlett Johansson white lady dance with a joint in my hand while looking at a sunset, bro. Literally, you know that show they do with their arms, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
want to do when I listen to this song. And then how you were saying about the lyrical content on "Should I Be," bro. Fuck, bro. Like, either you forgive them or you move on, bro. But
Yup.
this fucking half-hearted shit in between ain't gonna cut it, so you better figure it out. And I love that. I love that they're just, you know what I mean, not holding hands. Not holding your hand about it.
100%.
And then, yeah, bro.
Bro.
This shit's just fucking
Just take us
hard
into
as
the
fuck.
next
And then the
track.
keys on "Say Something," they're like the rhythm of the keys on "Say Something," bro. They're very faint in the background, but they're so unbelievably catchy.
That's why I liked it at the end. That's why I wanted more of it.
Yeah.
Give me more synth, and then the drums behind it, and then he just stops it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feeling like a teen again with how much he has fallen for this person.
Man.
God damn.
High
bro.
school love right there, baby.
That's some
Exactly.
puppy love
It's
right there.
pretty pure. Yeah, it might not be, you know, the what would I say? Like it might not be actual love, but that's kind of some pure love.
Yeah,
You be feeling
nice.
that shit tough when you're a teen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do want to say before we move on that you guys brought up a great point. I love the story arc between these 3. It's going from being madly in love with somebody to like being in denial,
Of the
like
fuck-ups.
exactly, and then like being almost like toxically attached to that person, and then in the third part is like, okay, what are we gonna do? You know, are we gonna
Yeah.
move on? Are we gonna stay? Like, it's like it's a maturity in 3 different songs. It's fucking crazy. I love that. So then that leads us into the last 2 tracks, which would be The Alchemist, which I thought we'd get some Alchemist production. We didn't. It's okay.
That's what everybody was saying in the comments too.
Yeah, I was like, there's a reason why this shit is named The Alchemist. And then Reach the Sunshine. How do you guys feel about The Alchemist? I honestly don't know how I feel about
So
the song.
I
She
think
kills it.
it's a
Yes.
4-track run. I think this
Damn.
song, this is the last song, and the previous song before this goes right into The Alchemist perfectly. Amazing as
Yeah.
well too.
Sucker.
Yes.
Bro, I was about to say it, bro. Thank
Love
you.
the flow in his voice at the start. Sucker.
And then he starts the next verse with, bitch, He gets right back into it.
So
That I could see the 4-track. That's cool.
Yeah.
that transition in the beginning of the song
Yeah.
is perfect. We get Fushi again, which is nice. Her voice is so good.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we got some like trap influences in the drum beats there.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys think?
I can hear a little bit of it.
Yeah.
That would have been my first.
Because it's more upbeat than what we've been getting.
Right.
Just in the drums. That's why.
In The Alchemist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Which I think is I say for a 4-track run because I think it's an amazing way to, end off from the previous 3 songs.
Yeah.
Especially because you see the transition
100%.
in the beginning of the song. So
Yeah, especially and then like how we were saying earlier, like how he kind of has a flow on some songs and it's almost there. Like I think this is the one where he actually has a flow because he's rapid firing those verses.
Yeah.
You know,
so he's like, "Fuck that bitch," and then goes in.
Allah,
Sucker.
Yeah.
sucker.
Sucker.
So then yeah, from The Alchemist, that leads us into and I do want to say, so I'm sorry. I know,
spit it out,
I know.
sucker.
Honey dicked me, bro.
I do not like the first feature of Fushi,
How dare you?
but I like her on The Alchemist.
Interesting.
I think what it was is like because in Pretty, I think it's mainly like a lyrical kind of thing. Like that dick put me to sleep. Jeepers creepers, blah blah. I was like, you
shut your ass
sound
up.
good, yeah,
But-
okay. And
so-
I get it. That's the point of the song, but
Yeah, but going back to that, that was the only reason why I somewhat liked that track was because of her.
Yeah, I think her performance
Yeah,
on
her
that song is on this
carried-
album is crazy.
I
Wow.
think she carried that track. That's why I liked it.
okay.
But what I do appreciate is that her vocal delivery in this one is way different than her first.
Right.
Her verse from Pretty.
Right.
And I do appreciate this one a lot better.
Yeah,
But I was excited that we got her back.
definitely. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I get it. I definitely think I'm in my own opinion of that. I don't expect anybody else to share that with me. Which leads us into the grand finale of the album, Reach the Sunshine.
Trash ass fucking
let's
song. I
go.
fucking hate this song. Boring
What?
as fuck.
You're
Yes,
smoking
Crazy.
absolute
Boring
Phoenix.
as
right
fuck.
now.
Holy
What are you
fucking boring.
saying?
shit.
I think it's boring.
Real quick,
I think it's
this
boring
shit.
as fuck.
He's drunk.
He's
He has his shirt off.
He's
He
faded.
has his
He
shirt off.
has his shirt off.
Don't listen to him.
Some
I-
Bert Kreischer over here saying outlandish shit. Put your shirt on.
I low-key, like, especially in the first couple bars, have you guys heard the Pyramid song by Radiohead?
Yep.
That cadence is almost exactly the same. I was like, wait, what? Because I know Daniel Caesar shot out Radiohead before, so I was like, are they purposefully doing this? I don't know if they were or not, but they are.
They are right
Yeah.
here. It says Daniel Caesar interpolates the starting of Radiohead's song, the Pyramid song.
Perfect. There we go.
Does it horribly.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. So you guys finish first.
No.
And so-
why do you think it sounds shitty?
Thing is, from the groove that we're getting to finish it off with this kind of song, I think it's just misplaced. At least I would like it better if it was placed in a different part of the album. But to end it off, whack. It was boring.
See, that's where I disagree. I think it's like the bow on top of the album.
I can.
Well,
It's a fucking Family Dollar bow.
I'll say why, but
It's a Family Dollar bow.
Jesus.
all
It was
those
boring.
fuckers
It was boring.
fucking shine
Dude,
the
we
same.
had what I thought was a 4-track run to end it off on, and then you come in with this boring song, with this, not as energetic song,
Right.
boring
I feel that. Okay.
song to end it off on. It's kind of.
How did you feel about Daniel Caesar on this? Do you think he did good, or do
I
you
think he
think
did
he was
bad,
a part
too.
of the problem?
I think it was a part of the problem. Well, I don't know if it was him or maybe he got instructed to do it like that, but yeah, for sure didn't add anything specific to it because it's
Wow.
just boring. Like he was singing, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I thought it was just low energy singing.
Okay.
No pun intended. The song was a trip.
song is a
Bro,
fucking trip. Bro.
I
Power trip.
agree with you, Isaac. I think this was like the bow. I thought this was the longest track. I didn't know the other one was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one comes
this
in
one-
at 5:59. The other one's 6:52. So
Okay.
just under a minute. The first track, Black Seminole,
Damn.
just under a minute.
So again, just
In
very
terms of
psych
difference.
rock esque with the long, dragged out tracks and just the guitar tone in the background just going with their vocals.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like how you're saying it's dragged out. I like that it reaches like this big climax and then it ends off on that big kind of epic note.
Yes.
I do like that a lot.
Boom.
This shit sounds fucking devilish, bro. Like I love it. I love it. The keys, those slamming keys that go into that chick fucking wailing or like laughing all creepily in the
Exactly.
background, bro. It has such a sinister tone to it, bro. and it like this sinister, like smoky sound to it. So this is what I have to say about the song itself is, if the whole album leading up to this has the listener floating through the Pink Floyd inspired void, soaring with the cosmic dust and passing the prism of fractal beams of color, this last song is the listener's trek up to the peak of the mountains of madness.
Fuck.
Simply put, if the whole album is this acid-soaked, colorful journey, this ending track is the sobering snapback to reality. I love it, bro. I love it. I stumbled through half of that shit, bro, but that's just because I'm so geeked up about it. Like, that's how that song makes me feel, bro. I fucking love it.
I don't know if I can even follow that up. That was a really great way to wrap that. Holy shit.
It's really good. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, well, and I like that it matches the 9th track, I've Officially Lost Vision. It goes back to that dark brooding kind of sound, but this one has a more epic kind of like climax to it. Yeah, and like I said, you explained it perfect. I can't add nothing to that. So, does anybody else have anything to add before we get into our overall thoughts?
I'm good.
Keenan?
Good.
Isaac? What say you, gentlemen?
Hear ye.
8.5.
Shit slaps.
Whoa, wait,
My
hold
bad.
on.
You said get into it.
Chill.
Damn, okay. Well, I think we can go ahead and wrap up with our overall thoughts, top 3 tracks, and overall score. Marcos, I mean, we kind of already heard your scores. So go ahead and start us off.
I'll give it a solid 8, actually. To be
Okay.
honest, yeah, a
Nice.
solid 8, which is honestly fucking high for the direction this motherfucker took. And now, honestly, I was gonna give it like a 7, but I don't know which one of you motherfuckers changed my opinion during the fucking podcast. But you're right. I shouldn't expect any of flow or verses from Lil Yachty because this falls under a psychedelic rock album. So with that in mind and his interpretation of it, I think it's a fucking solid 8, maybe 8.5, 8.3.
Damn,
Yeah.
nice.
I think he did it really fucking well, man. The features, whatever he did, taking his time, getting all the features, all the producers, and mixing it. Whatever he did, was good. The only gripe I have about it, I guess I could say, was just the auto tune.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the tracks are kind of boring. The last track is definitely misplaced in my opinion. You guys think it's fucking perfect, but I'm outvoted, so I can't really argue that.
No, it's
Oh.
your
No,
opinion. You
yeah,
got it.
Well, it's my
Yeah.
opinion, but I'm not gonna argue my opinion against you guys. So they all share the same opinion. I think it's misplaced. But overall, I think it's a fucking groove, dog. I think it's a fucking groove. I think it's good. I would definitely play this over and over again. If I were to go, all the 3 I could listen to the most. Fucking hell, it's honestly kind of hard. Drive Me Crazy is my number 1 song. First of all, number 1 out of the whole album, and then The Ride, and then Pretty.
Whoa, you got pretty up there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right, so overall, I was not expecting this. I mean, obviously, when we think of Yachty, we think of Trap Yachty. So, when you said we got a psych rock, I had no idea it was going to be to this magnitude. So, I will say, I think he did a great job experimenting into something that he's never done before. Will I say it was psych rock? I will say no. I say we have some elements of psych rock in there. So I would probably just label this as like an experimental album. So with that being said, the album was funky, a little melodic in some parts, very trippy in a lot of parts. And for that, I can't wait to see if he's going to stay in this, if he's going to do it again, or even just the influences that we're going to get from this album. Like, are there going to be other artists trying to do the same thing, which is going to be fun. If they do try to dive into like a psych rock, because like we were saying in the beginning of the pod that, psych rock's not really a big genre anymore. And so if it were to make a little comeback, it'd be pretty cool.
Facts.
And so let's just see what we can get from this. Overall, I would have to give this album a 7.5 out of 10.
Nice.
With my top 3 tracks being Say Something, Drive Me Crazy, and Running Out of Time. I also got an honorable mention.
What?
We Saw the Sun.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Those 4 tracks really do. They all made the playlist. They've been on repeat for a while now, and I'm just I'm excited to see what comes after this.
For me, I definitely respect what Lil Yachty was doing here and really appreciate that he went so out of his comfort zone, you know what I mean, and just really did his best, and something that I've never heard another rapper do like this before, you know what I mean. So I really respect him for that, and really really like that. Um, but like my score is a 6.5, and
Whoa.
really the reason is I don't really like psych rock. This man could have
Forget
made the
it.
best psych rock album in the world, bro. And I still just don't like psych rock that much. So, but because he did it so well and was so faithful to the genre, like I got to give that man his flowers. Also, like Keenan was saying, I can't wait to see what other artists do now that this is in the zeitgeist. I want to see what people take from this. Maybe Little Yachty is like the next fucking, artist that puts on this, completely different genre to all his fans, and it's like when fucking Kim Kardashian wears a fucking dying fetus shirt or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if even one of those fucking people who fuck with her listen and end up liking dying fetus, like it's a net positive. Same thing with this. If Little Yachty can get one kid listening to Pink Floyd, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
We
bro.
don't gatekeep here. We do not gatekeep here.
We do not gatekeep. Music is for everybody.
Yes.
Psych! I'm the biggest gatekeeper here, bro.
This is why
I'm sorry.
gate kept you from that album that I'm gonna choose.
Oh.
Joke's on you. I already heard it live.
What is it?
Go ahead.
You did not. Did not.
Oh shit! He
I know
his
for a
ass
fact
with
he
the
didn't.
Fucking revealed his trap card. Okay. Anyways,
I'll bet you all the money in my wallet right now.
Oh,
You didn't.
$0.
Give me your busted ass debit card.
I have 3.
Hola, babe.
Which one?
my top 3 tracks are "Drive Me Crazy," "I've Officially Lost Vision," and of course, "Reach the Sunshine." Because I'm trying to. Never mind.
So you want to kill
For
yourself?
not
Just love
for
that
not
shit.
liking psych rock though, and you Reach the Sunshine made your top 3.
It's the
That's pretty
only
tight.
song on the album that reached my main playlist.
Sounds like you kind
Wow.
of are starting to like psych rock, my dude.
I think so.
This might,
My
be,
dude.
this might be the gateway.
This
into
is
it.
yeah, Little Yachty's.
Literally, what you're talking about. You're that kid that
Exactly.
sees
He's
that
the
Pink Floyd.
one.
This is meta, bro. This is meta.
You
bro. I
walked
don't
into
like
your
this.
own trap
Yeah.
card.
I don't like this, bro.
You're the kid that saw that Pink Floyd. What the fuck is that? That's sick as fuck.
Hey,
Oh,
bro.
that's
They
funny.
just activated pot of greed on my ass, bro.
That's fucking
fucked up.
funny. Okay, so I have to agree 100% with what you guys, Keenan and Isaac, said. I definitely think that this is going to have an influence on not only current artists, but on the younger generation. But I think the reason why it's going to have such an influence is because it was done so well. It was done tastefully, and it was done very organically.
And faithfully.
And faithfully, yes. So, like I was saying earlier, like you don't get too many good projects where rock and hip hop collide, you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem like these artists really know the genre they're trying to do, you know what I mean?
Unless it's like a Suicide Boys type of thing where
Right.
they're pulling from, punk and hardcore aesthetics when they were, little punk and hardcore kids. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but I think those types of artists and also like Ghostman and shit, they're putting, metal into their shit, new metal, for
J. Kill is one big,
Yeah.
huge one.
J. Kill.
Huge one.
Kill Station, like there's a
Yeah.
bunch of people that are incorporating, but this is the first that's like incorporating something that isn't like heavy as fuck. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like this is the first like, fucking hippie, all fucking love, peace, and chicken grease type shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
But
exactly.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. And then like I said, the reason why it works so well is because you can tell it comes from a place of like genuineness. You could tell that he's actually listening to this type of genre and he's like fully embedding himself in it. Not like just with the content, not just with like production or anything. Like you could tell he genuinely likes this type of music and he wanted to make something as close to that genre as possible. I mean, yeah, you've got like Anthrax and Public Enemy. That was cool. You got Body Count and shit.
Walk This Way.
Exactly. But like this has to be one of, if not the best instances of a hip hop artist doing rock good. And that's like rare. That's like a 0.1% chance of fucking happening, and he did it really well. I think the only songs that I wasn't like really feeling fully were Pretty and The Alchemist. Everything else though is like what we said, it's a vibe, man. It flows great. I like the lyrical content. I love that he fully enveloped himself in this sound. The features are on fucking point. I didn't really feel Fushi's first feature, but her second feature is fucking insane. Like, I don't know, man. I can't give enough props to Lil Yachty for this. It definitely exceeded my expectations. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. My top 3 tracks are gonna be number 3, Drive Me Crazy. Number 2 is gonna be Paint the Sky, and number 1 is gonna be Say Something. And that's gonna wrap up our review of Let's Start Here
Hallelujah.
by Lil Yachty. Thank you guys for listening. If you've listened to it, let us know what you think. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it, then let us know what you think. This is definitely an album worth your time. I don't say it enough. I hate to ask for shit like this, but please like, please subscribe, please comment. You know, it definitely helps us out. You know, I feel like I don't want to pressure anybody. If you want to do it, you want to do it. But, you know, it definitely helps us out. Again, follow us on the Instagram at the Underground Treehouse Pod. We try to interact with our followers as much as we can with topics and such, especially with news too. And then you can also see the shows we're hitting up. But yeah, can't really say anything else. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week. Later.
Bye. You stopped to be pressed. Bye.